So, are y'all ready for the conclusion of my Colombian story?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Now, the conclusion is not going to be as exciting as the first.
The
first couple of days, just because it was the first couple of days was it was wild.
Top.
Yeah, it wasn't over the top. They were just interesting days.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now I think we're on day 5,
6.
Day 6. We're headed back to Bogota. What?
That was Judy Love. She said thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. No problem. Anytime.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So, we're headed back to Bogota. And if you want to hear the first part of the story, you're going to have to go to our YouTube page, check it out. Interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
6th day, we're going back to Bogota from Medellin. After those crazy nights, so we go back and...
Why don't you tell us where we're at right now, the night before?
The night before?
Yeah. Is that when you left the guy, you left...
Okay, no.
Oh, when you saw him, when he was supposed to be in Panama, and then you saw him...
Yeah, we were supposed to be in Panama, we saw him. And that's when we saw those hookers, the same hookers from the night before.
And they had a fourth.
They'd added the fourth, correct. We saw them. That was the night before. We're leaving that night, okay? Right. And so now we went back to the room, jumped on a flight, went back to Bogota, and kind of just walked the streets of Bogota the next couple of days. We did tourist stuff. We went to the capital, went to the downtown area. I saw them selling phones and stuff on the street. I said, "Stop! I want to see if I can find my phone."
Yeah, right on. Yeah.
So, well, I didn't find my phone, So we're going, just doing, tourist stuff. We're doing local stuff like catching buses. We're not taking taxis anymore. We're living like the locals. Catching buses.
Oh yeah, because the one guy left, right?
Yeah. So, but the thing is, the buses. I don't know if you've been to for a country, but the buses don't come to complete stops when you get on.
You break an ankle trying to.
Yeah, they'll come to a stop, but when it's time to go, it's time to go. There were three of us at the time. The first 2 got on. I was the third person. I had 1 foot on. You know how you enter a bus, all relaxed and whatever. I had 1 foot on, and the bus took off. Literally, I had 1 foot on. I thought I was gonna fall off the bus. I was hanging on, and the people were looking get on the bus. They were like I was doing something
what's
wrong
with you? You're what's taking so long to go to the bus? Got places to go. He probably slow motion.
I'm sitting here because it's hard to move when it's probably hard to go forward when the bus is driving.
Yeah, 1 foot
the
off.
wind's pulling you now. Yeah, so I'm trying to. So I get on the bus.
So he went 0 to 60. Is that what he did?
It was 0 to 30 in the bus. These people don't play when they drive.
Oh man.
They so I pay, and then it's time to get off the bus. But see, the thing about getting off the bus is almost as difficult as getting on the bus because our guy was "Yo, let's go get off the bus." So I'm "Okay, is it gonna stop?" They're "Nah, you gotta go to the back and hit a button." So I go to the back, hit a button. And then the bus just pulls over. He doesn't come to a stop. He just kind of pulls over and slows down. And then, so you got
everybody jumping out. Is it an open bus?
No, it's
closed?
the doors are open.
Okay.
Yeah, so he pulls over, you kind of jump off, and then you keep it moving unless there's somebody else to pick up. But that's how it is there.
How many times? How long did it take you to get it right? That's what
I only took the bus 1 time.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I thought y'all living like locals.
We only did it for a day. We had to take it go from here to there. So.
Oh, gotcha.
And then
y'all walked everywhere else.
Yeah, pretty much walked everywhere else.
All right.
And then that's the second, third day. Then last night I'm getting ready to leave, and I was supposed to leave at midnight, but some of our friends that we had met there were "Yo, Colombia got a soccer game. You can't leave.
Yeah, you can't
leave. You got to party with us for the soccer game."
I can tell you enjoyed it because it's you got another soccer jersey on today. Yeah, he rocking it. He didn't turn Colombian out of for real.
Nah, I just had to grab something.
Yeah, right on.
I didn't feel like ironing.
Yeah.
Ice is good.
So. Yeah, so we go to the Colombian loses the soccer game, but they still have a nice little party.
Yeah,
and then apparently you can they have these flights that leave from Colombia to Miami, real cheap, $100. You can go from Colombia to Miami.
Nice.
So I was all right, that's cool.
That's cheaper than your other.
Yeah, I was I'll jump on that flight at 6 in the morning. Just want to go to sleep. I had a layover in Miami to Dallas to 9 o'clock, and I didn't want to be in Dallas. I mean, I didn't want to be in Miami from 2 to 9. You know, I'm ready to get back home. You know.
Yeah.
And so I asked, can I get on standby? They said you can get on a standby flight, whatever. It'll leave at 2 o'clock. So I'm like, all right, cool, it's perfect, because I got to the airport at like 11:30. So by the time I went through everything, got my bags checked, it's like 12:30. So I'm like, go there, get on standby. It's gonna be lovely, you know. I'm gonna be home like at 4 o'clock. It'll be great. All right, so I go get my bag. I'm waiting. You know how the standby lines, they go first class go, second, you know, third, whatever, all that. Then they start calling. Now I'm third. I'm fourth on the list, right? So I asked the guys to go in order. He said, "Yeah, if you're the first 5, got a good chance." So I'm like, "It's
guaranteed, yeah,
guaranteed." So they call the first dude. The name, you know, crosses out. The second dude, the name crosses out. Third dude, the name crosses out. I'm getting excited because I'm looking at my name. E. Odom next. You know what I mean? so they then they call another name that's not my name. And I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, I'd have been right there.
Wait. Then they said a name I thought was my name. And I was like, did you say my name? They're like, no, we said Ayala or something. And I was like, ugh. And then they shut it down. And they said, if you didn't make the flight, we'll put it in the next flight at 3 o'clock, which isn't that bad. But so I'm like, all right, that's kind of weird. So I'm like,
why they skip my name? That's what I would have.
So I'm getting there, Droski.
Okay.
I'm getting there, Droski.
I'm mad for you.
So I get so they say get a 3 o'clock flight. 3 o'clock flight is on the other side of the airport. So I get my bag and I'm running. I'm still grateful because it's better than 9 o'clock flight. So I get on the other side. I see my name on the standby list, and again I'm 4. And so I said to the guy, I say, hey, is this going order? He said, yeah, we tried to make an order. I said, okay, I was wondering because I was number 4 on the last list, and then they got to 3, and then they skipped to like 27, then 53, and I was wondering what was going on. He was like, oh, he said, well, we have like some like crew members that have to sit in the jump seats that people can't sit in and other things, but we try to go in order as much as possible, but sometimes their names will get like in other spots. So because they're crew members and they have to go on with it.
Yeah,
they got
it.
You there. Yeah, they got actually. So I'm like, all right, that's interesting. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, all right, well, that's fine.
Like, do you have any on this one?
And so he said, but it's a lot of people going to Dallas today, and like with the weather being bad, a lot of flights are being booked, but some people might not make it. He said these are the first 5 people got a good shot. With you being, 3 or 4, you got a good shot. I'm like, great. I've heard this before, but I'm good. I'm happy.
Yeah.
But I'm looking in like this flight's looking. I'm looking at the lobby. I'm like, there's more people in this lobby than was last lobby, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, dang. I said, I don't know if I'm gonna get on this flight because the one dude who's been sitting there, he's been saying he's been there since like 4 in the morning.
Ooh. What?
Yeah, he's been on standby on these flights from Dallas since 4 in the morning, and he's getting madder and madder every time he misses a flight. You can just see it in his face.
Wait, question. So, what is standby? I don't fly often, so
standby means it pretty much means the leftover seats. Like if anybody had,
are they cheaper? Cheaper seats? Or
sometimes like I bought a ticket for a 9 o'clock flight, right?
Yeah.
But I wanted the earlier flight, so because they couldn't just give me.
Gotcha. You can get on there earlier if there are
any open seats left.
But you guaranteed to go at 9.
Right.
Gotcha.
And then you have other people like if you're working at the airport, you fly free, but you got to fly standby. So they let you on the plane, but you got to make sure that a paying customer is not going to get that seat.
I got you.
So 3 o'clock, I'm going 4 on the list. They call the first. They stand by. All the people go through. First person goes, second person goes, third person goes. They skip to like whatever, and another one, and I'm like, all right, and yeah, they skipped again, but it's the crew members because the people so they look like they're crew members. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But then the lady says, she says my name, and she said, go stand on the other side by the ticket booth. I just had to confirm there's one more seat left. And so I'm like, all right, perfect. So I got my ticket. I see the black dude behind me who's been waiting too. He's like, you get you do it. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. So I'm there, and I'm like, hurry up and print this boarding pass so I can get on the flight. I'm ready to come home. And then she's like looking, she's whatever, typing, and she's getting ready to print it. And this white dude comes running up and like, hey, is this terminal whatever? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I think I'm supposed to be on this flight. And she's like, you got a ticket? And he said, yeah, I got a ticket. And she was like, well, what took you so long? You should have been boarded it. Like, she got in it.
She went off on it.
Yeah. And she's like, what's your name? And he was like, so-and-so, so-and-so. And then she was like, and she looked at me, she said, that was the last seat.
I done went off on him too. I'm like, man, hey, bro, he done got it from both of us. From both sides. Right. I'm like, wow. I
was just like, I don't believe it. And so she's like, if you didn't make the flight, we'll put you on the 4 o'clock flight. And I was like, all right. I say,
and that war was over.
I'm the other back where I came from. So I was like, all right, okay. So me and the black dude, we start heading to the other side. And
did you got somebody to talk to on the way?
Well, I'm running because I'm not trying to make really friends at this point. I'm just trying to get to the airline.
And you trying to get on top of the list. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going, and he's behind me. He's just strolling, and so I'm like, I've been going back and forth, so it's a good little workout. Airports are big. Miami, DFW, are big airports.
Yeah, all right.
So I'm walking, and then I get to like almost to the other terminal, and I see the dude that was behind me that was strolling. Like, he's in front of me. And I'm like, he's like,
how did he get there before you?
That's what I'm like. I'm like, what kind of magic is this? Dude looked at
you ran off.
Dude looked at me and said, why don't you take the skywalk? I said, the skywalk? I said, what you mean the skywalk? He said, yeah, they got a train that'll take you from terminal to terminal. I said, I didn't know about the skywalk.
You should have had a friend. Now you regret having not.
Yeah, so I said, oh, okay, well, interesting.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, so I'm on the flight. I'm looking. I'm 3 on the list. Is this? Yeah, I say, is this list going order? The lady said, yeah, we try to go in order as much as you can. I say, and I understand they got crew members and stuff. She's like, yeah, that's true. She's like, but if you're in the first 3, we'll see what we can do. I'm like, all right. And the dude's behind me, right? So, cause the black guy, cause he knew my name by that point. He was like, yeah. I'm like, are you one? He's like, yeah, I'm right behind you. You can I'll be right there. I'm like, all right, cool. And so we're sitting here waiting. I'm waiting, and then they start boarding, and I'm chilling. And then they call my name. I'm like, all right, cool. And they print my boarding pass, so I got it in hand. So I get it, and then I cut in line because I don't want to be the last one. I'm like, I'm gonna be on this plane. They're gonna have to pull me off this plane. So I got my boarding pass. I'm trying to cut as many people as I can in line, because the airplane lines aren't lines. They're like a line,
congregation,
it's a jumble, So I get on the plane. I'm like, oh, finally getting ready. 4 o'clock. I said, this is still good. I'm gonna get to Dallas in plenty of time.
Yeah.
Anyway, we pull out. Like the pilot starts going on the runway, and then he stops. After we're getting ready, he stops. He's like, they're saying that there's bad weather in Dallas and not letting anybody in. So, and I don't really feel like going back to the terminal. So I'm gonna just kind of just wait here on the runway until they let us, go. So, he's waiting on the runway. The TV's still playing and whatnot. And then the airplane driver, after maybe 15 minutes, was like, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the engine off so we can kind of save gas. And I was like, that's a weird thing to say. I'm thinking in my head, that's a weird thing to say because I've never heard an airline pilot talk about saving gas. That's what I usually hear.
Yeah.
Drivers that are low on gas,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? That are low on gas that say that. It's like, this red light, this train kind of taking a little bit of time. I'm going to go ahead and turn the...
But it is jet fuel, though, you know what I mean? Jet fuel is really expensive, so...
But it's, you should have a full flight. And so,
yeah, they've been flying all day. They probably just didn't have time to fill up.
I don't know. Anyway, but anyway, the whole thing is
what time?
I'm on this. I don't know the time. So we sit on the runway. It's off, and everybody's chilling. He starts back up. He said, "We can go ahead and go." I'm like, "All right." I said, "Good." He starts weaving and doing his things, and so you finally take off in the air. And I'm still got that comment in my head, we probably good, but I'm just like, why do you mention the gas? And so we're flying. We finally were flying, and I'm like, all right, it should be a 4-hour flight. Now I'm counting my gas. I don't even know anything about jet fuel, but I'm sitting here This didn't like long. I feel like we've been in the air a long time. Like,
yeah, because you
like
worried about running out of gas now.
Yeah. And so then we get to Dallas, and the pilot comes on and he says, they're not letting anybody in Dallas right now due to the weather. So we're just gonna circle around. So I'll be making a bunch of left turns. He's like, but don't. This is what he said. He said, don't worry. He said we'll probably circle around for about 30 minutes. He's like, but we got at least 45 minutes worth of fuel left.
Oh no!
That's what he said. And so now I'm like, okay, this is weird. Like this is the second time this man's mentioned the fuel. And so I was like, all right, so we circle around, and I'm like, all right, this is.
You know why he kept mentioning gas just in case there's any terrorists. Like, hey, we don't have that much. It ain't gonna come out this ball of fire.
So I sit here like, all right. So we're circling around, and then he comes on again after so many minutes. Was like, yeah, just not letting anybody in. We're just gonna circle around, keep circling around. But he didn't mention gas this time, so I'm starting to worry. I'm like,
I'd have been watching my clock like crazy. Like 40.
I was like, but and so like, and there's like a baby in the back at this time, like. I don't know what this baby was doing, but it was just saying one word over and over, just saying crash.
No,
I promise. The baby's over here saying crash, like in a happy baby like tone. It was like he was laughing the word crash, you know. So I was like, all right, that's weird. I said maybe like a video game like Crash Bandit that it was a watch. I don't know. There's many things it could have been.
I was like, hey, can you shut that baby up? Yeah, he's making me nervous. It's freaking me out right here.
So we're flying, circling, and then they say that he comes in again. He's like, okay, they're letting people in that are coming in from the west. I was like, all right, but that's not a problem. We're in the plane. I'm coming from Miami, so I'm coming to the east. But I'm like, we're in the plane. Just go to the west side and come on in.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, you know, I might do
we circling anyway.
Yeah, we're circling. I'm like, did the people know that we're low on fuel? I have to tell them that. And so we're circling around. We circle for a little bit more than he comes on. He's like, okay, they're gonna go ahead and let us in. They say a lot of people they were rerouting to other cities, but they're gonna go ahead and let us land. And I'm thinking the only reason they're gonna let us land is
because we don't have any gas. Yeah,
that dude was probably on the phone. Please listen, people.
Get low here.
Can you go to Tulsa?
Yeah.
I can't make it to Tulsa. I can make it to the ground. We got to go now.
You know what's crazy, man? Because I work by the airport and I always see planes. They look like they're just hovering, and I'm wondering, like, damn. So
wait till the gate get open.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, they came around, they let us land, we landed, and now remember, I had told my family that I was going to be there to pick me up at like 12 o'clock.
Oh, you can't make no calls
because I don't have my phone, so.
Yeah, dang.
So I get there, everything's good, I'm like, I'll just go ahead and get a super shuttle. It's pretty,
Yeah.
I thought they were like $40.
That's high.
Take you they drop you off at your house, though.
Really?
Yeah, they drop you off like at your front door. Yeah, like it's not like a taxi.
It's cheaper than a taxi.
Way cheaper than a taxi.
I went from 2 stops in the airport and it was $20. Like from one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like taking taxis. Taxis like I don't even think how they work. They just
that's why Uber put them out of business.
That money just starts going up. Phew, you go in there. I took a taxi in Boston one time. Before I left the airport, it was like at $10. I was like, I might just walk the rest of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I called Super Shuttle. I'm like, hey, can you come pick me up? They said, you have a reservation? I was like, no. They say, well, because of all the flight delays with the weather, they said, we can't take anybody.
Wow.
So that if you don't have a reservation. But it's okay, because I ended up getting somebody's phone and was like, I called my family, they can't pick me up. And it was a trip. This is a good trip. So that was...
Coming home was the worst part.
Right.
That might have been God trying to tell you something. See? Yeah, nah, shouldn't have came back.